10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Look at this. Look at this. Is this white?
We're talking about.
Is this white?
We're talking about skin color.
I don't care. Is this white?
We're talking about skin color.
I don't care. Tell me your question.
Your skin
Is it
color
white?
is white.
No, it's not. This is
Not
white.
that white. That's an object. We're talking about skin color.
This is the same color.
You're white.
This is the option.
So what you think you are? You think what color are you?
I'm peach.
Bro.
Stupid.
Don't call me stupid.
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening, everybody? What's happening? Thanks for tuning in tonight to our episode of Grown Men Talking. Tonight promises to be an exciting show, informative conversation as we delve into the topic of colorizing, so to speak. So before we get into tonight's show, I like to say tomorrow night, tune in tomorrow night, as we'll be having a game night. That promises to be a blast. I'm always losing. But before we go any further, let me bring the team in. He hails right now in Indiana. It's my man. Who's that?
Chicago, Illinois in the building via Indiana. You dig what I'm saying? Mac Jones is in the building with you guys. What's happening? What's happening?
There go Mac. There go Mac. So what's going on, Mac? Everything?
Bro, listen here. I'm loving. Listen, did you hear that baby?
What's that?
Did you hear that baby straighten it out on the video? That baby said, I'm peach. I'm peach. What are you talking about? The baby had to correct the grown folks. Say, I'm not white, I'm peach.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That's something. That's something. So let me bring in our other partner. A man that needs no introduction, a young brother that's on the move.
They're not here yet, so when they come in, you'll hear the music, and they'll be entering into the studio.
Okay. So it's me and Mr. Mac.
Yes, do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
You know what I'm saying? So let's do our thing. So,
yes, indeed.
Mac, so tonight's topic, we're talking about colorizing, and where we have these early experiences with color, and for me, it's more of a stigmatism. We tend to stigmatize and categorize certain complexions of people, particularly African Americans. And this being Black History, they give us 30 days or so to be Black. So we need
28 to be exact.
So here it is. We grow up and we start looking at the complexion of our brothers and sisters, and we form these opinions that either the dark is too dark, the light is too light. Where you at on that, and how did you enter into that? What was your early thinkings about that?
I've been a victim of colorism, and it was it was not intentional, of course. Um, in my family settings, I've grown to understand that the other word for colorism that we need to use is favoritism,
Okay.
and let's put it in its proper pretext.
Okay.
Because colorism is nothing but a favoritism of one skin complexion over the other. And with that being said, me being a victim of that, me understanding what that comes from, I have seen it firsthand, and I know it's an ugly monster.
Okay. Okay. Well, and you said something interesting there. I know I have my view on that, but can you give me a little bit more, like, exactly how did that affect you? What did that look like for you?
How it affected me is that by way of favoritism,
Hmm.
the child that is the darker complexion goes through the sufferings, goes through the beatings, goes through the mockeries,
Wow.
goes through the downplays, and things of that nature. And it's not only me, I can say, that went through it, because I have a sister that's my complexion and darker.
Right.
And she also has talked to me about what she's been through because of her skin complexion with our one parent, which I'm not going to say which one it was, but we went through that. And with that being said, it is like almost today that the parent that put us through that now wants us to look over their ill wills and their so-called mistakes and say, well, hey, I know what I did, but I'm still your parent and I love you.
Right.
But like Tina Turner said, what love got to do with it?
Ooh, I heard that. I heard that. You know, we both pretty much around the same complexion, and
Hmm.
so I get that. Particularly being a guy that who grew up in the late '50s, '60s. Born at a time when when race was a gigantic issue. Let me turn this thing, this do not disturb on. When race was a big issue and people were trying to find their identity. And
Mm-mm.
Mr. Braden, your sound isn't there.
I thought it was just me. But it was just me.
yeah, are you there? Hello, hello. Okay. Okay, good. So I didn't get the benefits that I thought I should have gotten, by virtue of the fact that, I was dark skinned. But at that time, they started talking about, they was making statements like light skin was in. You know what I'm saying? If you was chocolate, dark chocolate like us, you know what I'm saying? We tend to more or less be discriminated against even within our own culture. And I think that's what you were saying in terms of the favoritism. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, our family loved us. But
Absolutely.
I know that my lighter siblings and my lighter relatives at that time got a lot more flavor, you know what I'm saying, and a lot more from our older parents, aunts, uncles than what we got. And you were even seeing differently in society. you know. So, are you there? I gotta make sure. Okay. So at any rate,
Absolutely. I'm here with you.
yeah. Yeah, so at any rate, this being Black History Month, and we saw how the tables turned. You know, did you pick that up? How the tables flipped? Like for me, I started seeing how it flipped and it's the reverse. But I'm pretty sure that some of the information that we get, you know, on some of these videos tonight, really tap into this thing. I really didn't want to get too far ahead of it because I want us to be able to bounce it off the videos as well, you know, and really, you know, get something really impactful out of this topic. This is the time to crank up and talk about our Blackness. You know what I'm saying? This is the time. We should do it every day, not just February. And in fact, I'm getting ready to boycott February because I'm Black every day, the rest of the year.
And twice on Sunday.
You know what I mean? So let me have my due, you know, for my Blackness now. You know, I'm quite sure that you know, and then when Dwight comes on and everybody else comes on board, I want to ask the same question. But before we even go any further, I just want to remind our viewing audience that you can call in. I mean, call in and holler at us. We waiting on you to get in here. Call, let's interact, let's get this conversation going. We talking about what it is to be discriminated against within your own race because of your colorizing. You know, so yes, yes, yes. You know, and I venture to say, even with, you know, when we look at folks like Obama, you know what I'm saying, he's a little lighter. And for that brother to become president, you know what I'm saying, with his skin complexion, you know what I'm saying, it's almost, it's not as, how can I say, if it was a brother eye color, that would have really been something. That would have really shook him up. You know what I mean? Because you know, just to be as close to our complexion as he is, you know, you know, you could tell that there was a change. You know, I watch MSNBC a lot, and you know, depending on your skin tone, you know, those are the people that they go at, you know what I'm saying, for a lot more information, for the credible information or what they think is credible. uh, Here lately, I've been seeing where we've had some younger brothers, even though they were of a darker skin complexion, they've been seeing that, you know, we're intelligent in all shades, forms, and fashion. You know, so this is Black History Month. We're gonna get in touch with our Blackness today.
Absolutely.
So let me ask you this question, Matt. So in your family now, you know, within your kids, how do you handle that when you hear it and you start seeing similar things that you had to go through? I know you don't teach it, but I'm saying, you know, adversely, they may pick up on it here and there, probably outside the home. How do you circumvent that? How do you redirect that conversation?
Well, the redirection is in letting the children know that number one, be aware of what's going on, letting them know that it exists. Don't try to cover it up or hide it or pussify them or babyfy them about the simple fact that these things exist. Not only in our community, but in other communities. People are going to look at you for your skin complexion and tell you that, well, not necessarily tell you, but display the actions towards you that let you know that they don't think that you are of the greater quality of things that they deem is great. And it's simply because of your skin tone. It has nothing to do with nothing else. Awareness is the first key.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. My man, my man, you said a lot there. You know, and I have to agree with you. You know, and that would help us, and it has helped us. In fact, in many of our struggles as African Americans, you know, when we take the time to bring about awareness to our youth. You know what I'm saying? That's where our future lies. So when we strengthen our youth, just like they did with us, you know what I'm saying? It may have taken a while, but you know, at some point, someone, and you can see it like in your character, somebody was there to make you aware of certain pitfalls and whatnot and things. You know, we all have our choices, but at least you had some awareness and you knew what was lying behind door number 3. You know, and that was important. That's huge. That's huge. So I agree with you as far as the awareness piece. I'm not sure if we got anybody else that came in as of yet. I didn't hear the music. But we're going to keep on pushing this thing. We're going to push the rock. And we're talking tonight about racial, racial. I want to call it something other than that, you know, than colorizing and that type of thing. I don't want to call it that. You know what I'm saying? I want to call it actually what it is. And I think that's interracial prejudice, you know, and interculture. You know what I'm saying? So when we look at, you know, this thing, you know, we definitely are looking at how it you know, how it permeates within our own culture. You know? So we're going to get back to this thing in 2 and 2. Y'all stay tight. Hold on. Before we even go, there go my man. There go Dwight. He here, but we're going to get back with Dwight when we come back, and we'll be back in 2 and 2.
We still have 4 minutes, so go ahead on, Dwight.
Minutes. Okay, we got 4 minutes.
I'm sorry.
But here he is, the man of the hour.
What's up? I'm glad to be here, running a little late and everything, but I finally made it in. Rush over here to bring me something to drink and everything, but late, but I'm here.
Well, it's on you, brother. I'm going to pass the baton. So Dwight is our host, and who better than to steer this ship than our captain himself?
Y'all was doing a good job, but hey, I hear music now. Are we going to break? Well, I'll tell you what, we'll be back in 2 and 2 or 1 and 1, and we'll finish talking about this subject. Y'all soon.
No child should grow up with low self-confidence, but that's what was happening to a little girl from South LA, all because she was bullied about the color of her skin. CBS 2's Joy Benedict shows us how a twist of fate and some photos helped turn her frown upside down.
This 10-year-old has plenty of confidence today.
I know I'm pretty. I'm not going to let anyone tell me different.
But that wasn't the case a few months ago.
I just didn't feel like I was that pretty, and I thought it was really ugly after people were telling me that I was ugly.
Karis Rogers is talking about her skin tone.
I feel like they were bullying me because of my skin color, because I was darker.
She remembers a moment in first grade that still hurts.
My teacher, we were supposed to draw ourselves, and she gave me a black crayon instead of a brown crayon, and I came home crying. I didn't know what to do.
Her mom did, and switched her to a more diverse school, but still the comments continued.
A couple girls that were bullying me because I was too dark, but they were coming from black girls too, so I was really confused.
Her big sister was not.
There is an issue of colorism, I think, in every race.
So their mom enrolled Karis in a Saturday program at Amazing Grace Conservatory, where they held this fashion show a few weeks ago. Big sis, Taylor Pollard, couldn't help but post a couple photos on Twitter, writing, "My sister is only 10, but already royalty," adding the hashtag flexin' in her complexion.
She's a chocolate girl, and she was dressed nice and cute, had her hair, her natural hair showing, and you know, I just wanted to put out there that she's flexing in her complexion.
It resonated with thousands of people on social media, liked 80,000 times. The compliments poured in.
In social media, it seems like people are more willing to give her compliments.
Reaching an audience she wouldn't ordinarily meet.
And like after I read all those comments, I was like, wow, am I really that pretty?
Yes, Karis, you are. On the outside and in. And as for those bullies, she now knows what to say.
Everybody is pretty in their own way.
A lesson for other girls, young and old, regardless of their complexion.
Always believe in yourself. Don't let nobody tell you different.
Stay tuned, everyone. We actually started on February the 1st, the Powerful Poet of the Year Poetry Contest. The only thing you have to do in details to enter into the contest is to video yourself reciting a piece of your own and put some emotion in it. Let the judges feel you. Spicy Gray herself will not be judging this here. They are appointed judges that will be judging on which one will become the Powerful Poet of the Year. We do have a total of 6 categories for winners. So there is the Spoken Heart 70 at AOL.com. You can send the videos through there or Spicy Gray on Facebook Messenger. Make sure you speak clear, good lighting, and separate from the video. Make sure you send your contact number because we announce y'all live. Also, tune in tomorrow. We having a family game day. Yes, yes, yes. Join in with us and come in and have the competition with us as we go ahead and bond with family time.
Yes, thank you, Spicy. And she's right about the poetry contest. That's why I didn't win, y'all, because I didn't speak clearly. They couldn't understand what I was saying. I was talking that gibberish stuff, but if they would have heard me clear, I would have won. Especially the powerful poetry. But hey, so be sure if you do that contest, you speak clear so the judges can hear what you're saying and you have a good chance of winning. But now, on this.
And also, Mr. Mack had to exit the studio. He started feeling very ill, so all prayers out to him, hoping he's feeling well.
Oh, I hope you feel well, too. Well, on part of the show that I called on part of the show coming in, trying to get here, to me, dark-skinned people are the most beautiful people on this planet. And I'm just saying, it's just something about them. You know, I'm not dark and I'm not super light. I'm in between. But we all know that this come from races. Back in the day when the white people used to make fun of black people, and the way they made fun of us is with it started out with just being dark-skinned, like dark was such a bad thing, and it's not. They used to advertise, what was that, the Little Rascal, they had the dark-skinned one called buckwheat.
Buckwheat.
Yeah, buckwheat. And then they have, what they did, cream of weed, and they made these cartoons and picked the black, the darker, and these big red lips. So it just made fun of dark-skinned people. It's not only in the black community, it's also in the like Latino Mexicans. You know, if you was a Mexican, you was dark-skinned, they used to call you the black sheep. They made fun of you because you wasn't a lot of complexion, and they trying to make fun of you. And the black people do it to each other, and which is crazy. I mean, it's just crazy. Color, we all come in different shade of color, which is beautiful. But black, I'm telling you, the blacker, the more beautiful. I mean, there's some beautiful black women and men, and the reason why people make fun of it because Mr. B, they're jealous. They jealous because they want to be that skin color. When a dark-skinned person put on something, a color, they just make that color pop. I mean, it just pop. I mean, they look so beautiful, and you go to the Instagram and internet, and you see these beautiful women, these handsome young black kings and everything. So, be honest with you, black is the darker is great. It's just the way that people used to make fun of dark skin, trying to make it seem like it was a bad thing, and it's really not. It's really not. So, what you did have some back in my day, and me and you know, we kind of old school. Back in then, I was up in school, and I seen some young people making fun of people that was dark skinned. Mr. B, did you ever see that movie called School Days?
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
have
you know I did.
school days. Now I know a lot of people ain't seen that, but check that movie out. Because School Days, Spike Lee directed this movie, and it was the dark-skinned people against the light-skinned people. The lighter you are, it's like you supposed to have the best of the world and be up there in the upper class with the white folks, and then if you was dark-skinned, you were just a jigaboo. You wasn't nothing. You were lower class, and that was a very good movie. And it was very entertaining, and you got something to learn from it. And I suggest for the younger generation, if you've never seen that movie, go take it out of School Days. You can probably see it on YouTube or something like that. But it was directed by Spike Lee, and it was a very, very good movie. Very good movie. So, but this here that we go through is just crazy and everything. So, Mr. B, you said that I believe you did you ever have an experience? I mean, you're not too dark, but you might have been with some people that might have been lighter than you that might have said something. Have you ever had some of those friends that might have said something to you that was a little bit lighter than you?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, you might be seeing the light shining behind me, Dwight.
Uh-oh.
That's making me look lighter because blacker the berry, sweeter the juice is what they always told me.
Hey, that's
And,
right. You got
and
about
although I'm not like chocolate, I think I'm that Hershey baby type
there you
chocolate,
go.
that
Yeah,
Hershey
yeah,
candy bar type chocolate. You know, maybe
yeah,
a Reese cup. You know, but
yeah. You on that
but
cup?
yeah, I had that, Dwight. I had that happen to me. I was, like I said earlier, I grew up at a time
Mm-hmm.
when we were, really like trying to find our identity. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? We finally got permission to really be black,
Right.
regardless to whatever shade you was. So yeah, I had that happen to me a lot. And it was understood that that the lighter you was, light bright, damn near white,
Mm-hmm.
you were given all the extra considerations.
Yeah.
Even when I was in school, I had friends of mine that were lighter
Mm-hmm.
with the good hair and all of that.
Right. Right.
And it was even perceived by me that they were smarter than me, that they were
Right.
better than me. And
Yeah.
it wasn't till I found out through scientific studies that
Mm-hmm.
I read that the lighter
Mm-hmm.
meant that it was some recessiveness in your
Right.
genes.
Right.
You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So, and the blacker your hue was, the darker it was, meant
Right.
that, it was more natural. And I'm not saying, and I'd be the last one to try to pit us against each other because
Right.
Willie Lynch already did that. What I will say is this, is that, black people, African Americans, black people, period, globally, we some pretty something something. You know what I mean?
Right.
I done seen jet dark women,
Oh yeah.
that's just, oh my goodness,
It's
just
beautiful. Beautiful.
gorgeous,
Mm.
gorgeous. And then I
Gorgeous.
done seen them. Then I done seen them carmine complected,
Yeah. Yeah.
butterscotch brown.
Mm-hmm.
Red. We used to have the ones we
Yeah.
called the red bones.
That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying? Look, if you got some of this thing in your DNA called black, called African American or African, period. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Then you got something to be proud of because we make up every color,
Sure.
derives from us.
You right about that, my brother. Yes. I'm feeling like this, Mr. B, because when back in my many moons ago, and I was, talking to my twin brother over here, and me and my twin brother, like back when we was younger, I was the type that I was date the dark skin women. I was like, yeah, ooh, I want the dark ones, and he was a brother that liked the light skinned women. So I like the dark skin, and I was talking to him about the show, and I'm trying to get over here. He said, shoot, I'm more into dark skinned women now, shoot. I said, whoa. What, you more into dark skinned women? I said, yeah. Now, don't get me wrong, I dated light skinned women, love them too, love the caramel in between, and I love dark skinned women. There's something about them, they just got this beauty about them that you just focus on. I mean, you can't miss them. They come in and you just see them. So, like I said, I mean, back in the day, a lot of dark people was having issues way back then. But now here in 2024 and beyond, they are like, to me, they the hot commodity right now. Because you ask most women, I'm pretty sure the women that's watching the show, they would tell you, you know, most of the women say they want a dark-skinned man. And what that pit us, Mr. Carter? What pit us that? I had women tell me this, Mr. B. They
You
say,
say
you know
what?
what? I had women tell me, brother, I like you handsome, but you ain't dark enough for me.
Ooh.
Yeah, you ain't dark enough for me. I like my men black. I'm talking about black. And that made me feel kind of well. Like, damn.
Well, you know, Dwight, I'm gonna tell you, man. You know, I ran into some situations similar to that. There was a girl out of Cincinnati. She's pretty well known, pretty talented. She's a hair designer, and she's talented. You know, and when you said her name, it rings like church bells through the city.
Right.
You know, and I'm gonna tell you, I really was fond of her. In fact, I had a super crush on her.
Oh, okay.
And she was jet black,
yeah.
fine as cat hair, man. Had these pretty eyes, and you know, and the sister crushed me, man, because she had this light skinned guy.
Oh, okay.
King Diesel.
Oh, King D's in the house. I see you. What's up, brother? What's going on? What's up?
Nothing much.
Glad you able to make it to the show.
Huh?
I'm glad you were able to make it to the show. I was a little bit late myself today, so don't feel bad. I was late too, so
don't worry about it. We're here. But let me just finish this last sentence on that. You know, the thing that I found so profound about that was that here's this girl that was just a tinge darker than me, but she liked light-skinned guys.
Oh wow!
And I was so crushed. You know what I'm saying? But that's indicative of a lot of women that I've met that were darker. And I guess that's somewhat conditioning. I don't know.
I put it like this, the Mr. B and King D. Now, I ain't gonna lie, a lot of light-skinned women don't dig me, but a lot of dark-skinned sisters do. And I'm okay with that. So, you know, because they call me that caramel man or something like that. They say, you that caramel color. So a lot of light-skinned women don't quite dig me, but a lot of dark sisters do. I'm gonna say, I love you, dark-skinned sisters. I love you out there. Now, King D, I'm gonna say this, King D. How do you think about? Since this is about color, have you ever experienced anybody treating you wrong or doing you wrong because you're a dark complexion person? Have you experienced any of that in your lifetime?
No, I've never experienced it, but I know people who have, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, let me ask you this, King D. Do you like light-skinned women or you like darker-skinned women?
I'm not gonna answer that.
Come on now, King D. Come on. This is the main show. We can talk about this. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
You look at these comments real quick, because I'm trying to see what kind of energy they on. Because they ain't gonna come from my head.
Well,
no, I don't discriminate. I mean, people. I mean, no women.
Right.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. When I was younger, I was always, I want a light skinned chick. But it's something about them dark skinned women that just do it better.
Hey, that's what.
Just like women say chocolate does it better than light skinned men. You know what I'm saying? Some women do be saying that.
You're right.
So we can say that too, ladies.
Yeah, and King D, it's like I said, you comparing me down because I wasn't your skin complexion or darker. They used to tell me, you ain't dark enough. And that made me feel bad. I said, damn.
Yeah, they women do be saying that though. They be like, you ain't dark enough. You ain't yeah. They ain't especially men, we need love too.
And well, sure, us in between me and Mr. B, we need some love. we not a dark complexion, but we need love too. Ladies, we need love too. I hope you have a phone call coming in.
What's wrong with the phone?
Void.
Okay, so we light skinned guys, we need love too, goddamn. I mean, much love to the dark skinned brother, because y'all get a lot of love. I mean, y'all get a lot of love. and everything. But us light skinned brothers, we need that love too. But we just live in a world, like I said, that okay, we got a call coming in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Oh my Lord.
Where my drink at?
I need one too.
I gotta weigh in.
Come on,
welcome to the show.
I gotta weigh in. I gotta weigh in on few things. The chocolate caramel, huh?
Okay, well, what you got to say? What's it?
What? I ain't never called you no chocolate caramel.
What?
What you said? She never called me no.
I ain't never called you. I ain't never called you nothing.
Sister, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about some other women.
I ain't talking about them hookers. I'm sorry that you did all them hookers. But anywho. But I have to weigh in on it. I've been in a position when I was a child, when I was probably in elementary school. Unfortunately, it was white people. They was trying to play a joke on me. Had me say, "Hey, Teresa, can you come in for a minute? I want to talk to you." So they had me walk over to a wall. They said, "Put your hands on the wall." For what? Just put your hands on the wall. Just put your hands on the wall. See, God forgot. See, this is why God painted her. This is how they painted her. And he missed her hands.
Oh wow!
It was a cool joke, and I talked to everybody out there was standing there.
Yeah.
I have pale hands. I got really pale hands. My mom was really light skinned, and a part of our family is from the Creole side, so I got a lot of the Creole colors, like the yellow tones and pale hands from the Creole side of my family. And so we had some cruel people that would do that. And it affected me so bad that I all started hating myself and saying that, Mom, I wish I was white, because then I don't have to deal with this. I told my mom, and a little 7-8-year-old girl, I said that.
Right.
I said it because of the way people treated dark people. Where I come from, ain't nothing but a whole bunch of cowgirls and cowboys out there, and a lot of kickers and carrying on, and they would make fun of the black kids.
Yeah.
I got all kinds of colorism. My lips were too big, my skin was too dark, and I wasn't even that dark. Well, yeah, I was, because I was always out in the sun. But I wasn't that kind of dark type of person. I just wasn't.
Right.
Because of my mom. But they found all kinds of ways to make fun of you.
Yeah, they'll do that.
Even by my own people, too.
Yeah. That's true.
People do it.
I definitely agree with you, because, like I said, people, they try to make the dark skinned people look like they're a bad thing, and I definitely understand what you're saying, because, like you said, the kids, especially some of the Caucasian kids in school, used to make fun of the dark skinned children, try to say you're a shadow, like they try to play the practical joke. That's how dark you are, and like I said, it's crazy, and that's why you have so many people, even your own race, sit there and call you a African eater, or they talk about if they was lighter than you, they call you just be mean to you, and it's worse, and it's bad getting it from a different race, but from your own race, it really feel bad about yourself, and this is why they have people bleaching themselves. People are actually bleaching their skin to look lighter, because they thinking, if I lighten up my skin, I'll be just as great, or just up here with everybody else, and I won't get made fun of. And that's why some dark skinned people trying to bleach the skin. It's
from the era that was in, like when I went to school, it was in the 80s and mid 80s and whatnot, and that was a time where it was light skin versus dark skin.
Yeah. Yeah,
Light skin was better, dark skin was worse.
Yeah, it's just like that movie School Days. Like I said, it was the light skinned blacks versus the dark skinned blacks, and I'm glad that Spike made that movie because it was.
I'm gonna head out, y'all. Holla.
All right.
Peace.
Thank you so much for calling. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Bye, chocolate.
Yeah. Well, with that, we'll be back, y'all, in 2 and 2 or 1 and 1. See you soon.
I'm a 35-year-old white man.
Harrison, born Antoine Smalls, has transracial identity, identifying as Harrison Booth, a 35-year-old white man from Colorado. And when did you know that you were a 35-year-old white man?
Well, I've always felt different. I go to the store, the movies, and just be thinking to myself, like, why am I not getting the respect I deserve? Mm-hmm. And then it just hit me. I'm white and 35. I just miss Colorado sometimes. You know, here I pretend the buildings are the old San Juan mountain range, but, you know, the job's just here.
And where do you work?
I'm a systems engineer for Coca-Cola.
Oh, okay.
That boy don't work. He go to school and that's it. Mm-hmm. One day he said, call me Harrison. I said, who's that? He said, me.
Do you believe that he is a white man?
I mean, he isn't. Mm-hmm. Shit, I'd love to wake up one day and say, hey, everybody, I'm Rihanna. But I ain't.
It's been pretty hard. My family just doesn't get it. You know, I try to get them to go out with me, go on walks, go to the farmer's market, chat with people, but yeah.
So why don't you think that they get it?
I don't think they get it because they don't realize that race is just a made-up thing. Mm-hmm. They grew up having labels, and me, I'm just not like that.
I see. So how do you embrace your identity?
I dress a certain way. Patagonia. I wear a thick brown leather belt. I like to envision myself after the surgery.
Hey, excuse me, what IPA do you have on tap? Hey, did you see Game of Thrones last night? Yeah.
So your surgery, that's later this year?
Right. I started working at Stonecrest Mall, so hopefully by then I have enough money to take the next step.
So you work at Coca-Cola and the mall?
Right. Correct. I work at both.
Harrison has been planning a full racial transition with the Dr. Samuel Vergara, who guarantees Harrison can visually transition through an experimental procedure that will allow Harrison to not only be a white man, but whatever race he chooses.
The procedure's absolutely 100% possible. He's gonna look weird, though.
But before Harrison can fully realize his physical identity, he still has the day-to-day that's filled with discrimination and ridicule.
It's pretty awful. You know, you're walking the streets and black people, they see you, they're nodding to you like, hey, good to see us. And it's to the point where I've just given up. I've stopped trying to convince them that I'm not us.
Gotcha.
Hey, excuse me, this is definitely the guy. He doesn't even live in the area. I've never seen him before. I think we're taking slow strides, but you have to believe things are getting better, otherwise you'll just die inside.
Is there anything you'd like to say to other black kids out there who may be going through the same thing?
Just be you, at all costs. But also, stop dressing so crazy.
Oh yeah, don't forget the 2024 Powerful Poet of the Year Poetry Contest, y'all. So we are now doing this. So if you are a person that writes poetry, this is the time. I'm telling you, this is the time to get into it. And just like myself and Spotty said, when you do this, make sure the video that they can hear what you're saying, because that's very important. Like I said, shoot, I could have won, but they couldn't understand what I'm saying. But hey, this is the time to do it. So if you want to enter, please enter. And good luck. And don't forget, tomorrow on the Unspoken Discussion Hour is going to be family game nights, where you can see all of us together. We're going to be playing the game. And if you're smart, put your money on me because I'm going to win. So join us tomorrow at the same time and watch us just have fun and relax and be like a family. And hope that I win. I want to win. So, I know this video we were just watching, something like a little skit and everything, but actually you do have some black folks that act like that. It's what you call something like an Uncle Ruckus. So, Mr. B, how you feel about that little video we just saw right there?
Well, let me say that I'm extremely saddened.
Yeah.
When every time I find out that there's somebody that's rejecting their identity, their culture, who they are, you know what I'm saying? It's painful.
Yeah, yeah.
To really just sit back and take this. First of all, this brother needs some psychiatric help. I'm sorry.
Right.
He needs some psychiatric help, but he's not alone. You know, there's many who have been brainwashed with misconceptions about who they are. But if you look in the mirror, he can see he's black.
You ain't lying.
Black as can be. And you know, I mean, it's like how do you let this kid run around and think like that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's sad.
It is. King D, what you thought about that video we just saw about this young man that said that he white and just like your eyes and my eyes, they I don't know what delusional world he live in. What you got to say about that video?
He seriously has a mental problem. I mean, and you can see that he does. I mean, obviously just by looking at him, and then also he don't even know where he worked. He be lying about where he worked. That's mental problematic finest. Like you saying you work at the mall and the Coca-Cola, and then your mom saying that boy don't work. That boy, he is mental. Something wrong with him.
And then he was talking about Stonecrest area. You know what I'm saying? That's not too far from me. I'm right here in Atlanta. That's Atlanta stuff he was talking about. And I can tell you now, if this brother find himself in the right situation, meaning if he on the prison yard, lock him up for a day. You know how they did Scare Straight? Well, they can do a make you wake up straight and realize who you are. If he in certain circles, if he on the block in a certain place, if he in the penitentiary, I guarantee you, he gonna want to be as black as everybody around there. Because them brothers, once he see how them brothers get down,
I got a fun fact. Hey, fun fact. I went to Scare Straight in Austin, believe it or not.
What? You went to Scare Straight? Oh, what's up with that, King D? Why you go to Scare?
They took me down to Dale Valley, and they you know, all the people was banging on the doors and all that.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
I was bad. I was bad when I was coming up, believe it or not.
Boy, you bad.
I just look like this.
God dang. I'm glad they got you straightened out. You're a good young man. I'm glad they straightened you out, boy. You need to be scared straight if you was acting bad. That's right.
I still went to jail when I turned 19.
God dang, you better see a lot of young people. You don't want to go to jail. Bubba them gonna make you wish you wasn't there. But hey, I'm glad you got yourself together quick. But
Big Bubba is for guys like the guy that we just seen. You know, that's Big Bubba. He needs to be locked down with Big Bubba for about 48 hours. He be straight.
He definitely do need to be locked down with Big Bubba talking all that nonsense because, like I said, he started a young Uncle Ruckus, but you have a lot of few young men and women that act like this, and they're just as dark as all outside, and act like I'm white and all. You look in that mirror, boy. I tell you what, walk in the KKK thing, and they feel the same way about you when you walking in there talking about I'm white. They're gonna look at you like, yeah, you lost your mind, but we're gonna remind you real quick that you're not. So. But this is the thing that we go through now. You even had, like I was saying before we went to the commercial, you even had people just like yourself that's darker or even a little bit lighter that bleach their skin because they feel like if they are lighter, then people will respect them more and they'll get more things, which is crazy. If people actually do this, they bleach their skin. I think Beyonce, they I don't know if it's true or not. They showed some picture of Beyonce, and Beyonce wasn't even dark. Now they show a picture of her. I'm like, who in the hell is that? Who Jay-Z walking with? That's like a white woman, but I don't know if it's true because people put so much stuff on social media. Then they even had like a baseball player. What is that guy's name? He was dark, and all of a sudden, a couple of years come back, he's light as hell. He looked almost like he's white, and everything.
Look at Michael Jackson.
Yeah, even Michael Jackson. Now, people, Michael Jackson said he had it. Now, I don't want nobody get mad at me. I'm a big fan of Michael Jackson, but I think Michael Jackson bleaches skin, y'all.
Of course he did.
I believe Michael Jackson bleaches skin, and because Michael, he wasn't even really that dark. He looked good, then turned around, he was getting all the plastic surgery done. Michael had so much money, he was just doing everything.
He was a little chocolate baby at first.
Yeah, and then he just bleached himself. Now I'm looking at Michael. Damn, Michael, what the hell's going on with you? It's nothing wrong, but see, it's nothing wrong with him. But
he said he had a skin condition.
Yeah, skin condition. Yeah, I don't buy that. I really don't buy that he had a skin condition. I believe he changed his color because, like most black people feel, if they lighten their skin, the other people out there will appreciate them more. But he was already a big star with the Beat It and Thriller, so he didn't have to do that. But this is what people do. They think the darker your skin, they feel like they have to lighten their skin to fit in, and it's just crazy. It's crazy. People, look, if I was dark, let me tell you this. If I was dark as this phone, if I was black in this phone, I'm going to stay this color. I'm not going to brighten my skin. You can call me Black Shadow. You can call me Black Hole. I'm going to say that's okay because I love me. This is how God made me, and I'm not changing my skin color for nobody. It's crazy. I mean, it's ridiculous that people do this and everything and stuff like that. It's even like, what was this thing? It was this white lady, I think. She was taking those injections to become dark-skinned. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy with this color thing. But I just want to say, as my father said, black is beautiful, black is sweet, black is everything everybody wish they can be. And everything. So I just want to tell all the people out there, black, the dark-skinned people, love who you are. Be true to yourself. Don't sit here and try to change your color for anybody. And just like when Denise called, I understand what she was saying, because like I said, we grew in the era back in the days, back there in the 70s and 80s, that dark-skinned kids had it real bad. I seen it for myself. They used to be teased all the time. They used to be, it was just bad. They used to call them shadow. They used to just be so mean to the dark-skinned kids. I mean, I didn't get picked on that much because I wasn't dark-skinned, but if you was real dark, you used to get teased to limits.
Oh yeah.
And it's just crazy. So, but thank God we live in a time now that, now that dark-skinned people, a lot of them, like I said, get praised now. They just on top of the heap right now. So I mean, hey, I'm all for it. Like I said, I love beautiful dark women. Yeah, and I stand with that. Now, like I said, light-skinned women, I love y'all too. And in between and all that stuff. So I won't nobody hey, I felt bad too because y'all light-skinned sister was kicking me to the curb because I wasn't Dominic's color, so they was kicking me to the curb. Yeah.
Whatever.
and when we talk about what our preference are for women, let me say, me, I'm just under the understanding that, that it's just some beautiful women in our culture that come.
Yes, it is.
Every hue, right? So for me, I'm kind of like the Nine of Nations. I mean, I've been some places. I done lived in Europe. I had a sister who was from Africa. Her father was King so-and-so or something. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just didn't want to wake up with no lion's head in my bed. But she was extremely gorgeous. Look at Sade. She's a sister from Africa. And she's light complected. She's a red ball.
Right.
We got some beautiful women in our culture. But me myself, I'm like the United Nations. If
Hey,
if
hey,
you're
hey.
right, if you're right, come on with it.
Hey, I'm with you on that, Mr. B. I'm with you on that. All nationality don't matter to me. Come on with it. Let me stop. But either way, I'm so glad that we did have this show, and like I said, we know all women come in all colors. They're all beautiful and everything. So each their own and everything. But like I said, black is beautiful. Like I said, it's more accepted now in this time than it was back in when we was younger. Like I said, back in those days, people made fun of dark-skinned people. Let's be real with it. And I said it's not just the black race, but like I said, it's from the Mexican race. Like I said, I've seen it from there. I've seen it from even some Asian folks. But you do have some Asian people that are darker too, and they get made fun of because of the complexion of their skin and everything. But now, today, a lot of people are not really doing too much of that now, because you have it now that the darker you are, the better, the more they want.
The times have definitely changed, because this is last year. My son, my middle son, he suffers from well, he don't suffer, but he has albinism. He has stage 2 albinism. Most of y'all know my son has.
Right, I know, yeah.
And he's real high yellow.
Right.
And because
he's super yellow, yeah.
Yeah. So he came home and he was just so upset. And we were like, well, what's wrong? He said, I'm mad. And I said, why? He said, because Kizzy keep making fun of me at school. And I said, well, what'd she say? You Mexican.
See?
You're not black, you're Mexican.
Yeah.
And I said, do you feel like you Mexican? He said, no. I said, what color are you? I'm black. He loved to be black, but he's so yellow. He's so yellow that he will pass as a little mixed breed baby, because he's just yellow because of his albinism or whatever.
Yeah.
And he just loves to say he's black. You cannot never call him white, never call him Mexican, because he will fight mad. He wants to be black.
See?
And that's what it is, but it has changed to where kids these days are so immune to the dark. And they're not really used to the light. It's just swapped. It's from when
it's just switched.
When we were growing up, and now everybody wants to be black. Everybody wants to be dark. Everybody wants, so it is what it is.
It is what it is. And like I said, that's why I say it's switched, because now everybody want to be a darker skinned person. And you're right, because people now that are light, some of them wish they can be darker. And your son is light, boy. He's super light. There ain't nothing wrong with it.
That's why we down there and got a DNA test on his hand.
No, man, that's you, Dominic. That boy, all you, brother. Even though you look different shade of color, but that's all you, brother. That's you. That's all you right there. But I can understand. But and he's not the only one, because I had a friend that had a daughter. And she was mad because she's real light. She got green eyes. She mad because she said, Mom, I want to be darker. I want to be darker and everything. She said, baby, God made you the color you are. But it's like everything is switched now. Now the light-skinned kids are getting it bad, and the dark-skinned kids are getting the praise. Now everybody want to be dark-skinned now.
So now light skin is getting bullied.
Now the light-skinned kids are getting bullied and everything. And it's just like the dark-skinned people did back in the day. Now the light-skinned kids are getting, that's just crazy, y'all. And we as black people, we come in all different type of shade of color. I just want to let y'all know, we come in multiple colors, and all those colors are beautiful. Just to let y'all know. So if you're light skinned, hey, be happy. If you're in between, be happy. And if you're as dark can be, who cares? Be happy. That's the shade God made you, and you're beautiful. Be happy about it. There ain't no use in being mad. Happy about it. But we're going to get this last commercial break, and we'll be back in 2 and 2 or 1 and 1.
right? If you take a step back and you look at the whole world, one thing you cannot deny is darker skinned people get treated worse than lighter skinned people all around the world.
Of course, yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
And here you are as a dark skinned man with dark skinned children, which is even more important because that's the future. And you're bringing these children into this world where you know that they are not going to be treated the same as if you had some mixed kids or some white kids.
Right.
How much does that bother you?
That shit don't really bother me because I'm from Louisiana. I've been around this racist shit, you know, and that just come from all kind of shit. Like, you pull over a clean-cut, light-skinned guy, most of the times they won't hear him out. You know, if he's dressed regular, they'll still want him. It might not be as bad. But if you pull over a dark-skinned male and he's regular clothes, and I done seen this as far as experiments, they tough on you. Bro. They tough on you. I think the blacker the skin, the more fear we bring to people. I really do feel it. You know, that's just a part of life. You know what I'm saying? That's even with our race, talking about our race. You know, that's just how the world shaped itself, lad. You know, but the lighter the skin, sometimes people do look at you weaker. That's why a lot of light-skinned dudes be head busters. They be proving themselves, you know, because, you know, it's different. It's kind of different. It ain't that much different. It's kind of different. Because these days, everybody look the same. Everybody hair look the same. Everybody, you know, so if you black these days, most people, we really looking black because we being treated like that anyway.
Yeah, man. I hope that after we're all gone, that this type of bullshit just isn't around anymore. It makes no damn sense. It was designed to separate people. It was designed to make people hate themselves and hate each other. There's no place in it in modern society.
Remember now, people, tune in tomorrow for the Unspoken Heart Discussion Hour, where we will be doing family game nights. And I'm looking forward to it because I love these type of nights where all of us come together and we just have fun, relax, forget about the problems that we're going through and enjoy ourselves. So stay tuned tomorrow. Come on and watch us and join us for game night. And I hope I win. I hope you give Miss Paul, no? We are in February. We're taking entries in for the 2024 Power Report of the year. So if you are a person that loves to write poetry, if you want to get into the contest, this is the time to do it. Please make sure that when you do the poetry that your voice and everything sound great so we can understand you. Don't be talking fast and tripping over your words like me. So please, if you write poetry, you know anybody that want to do poetry, it doesn't matter if it's a man, woman, child, they can send it right there to Spicy Grave, the videos, and yeah, come on and join us for the 2024 Power Report. That video right there speaks volumes. I mean, because it's true, you know, the darker you are, I guess people just think darker people are just evil. They have this thing on them where, you know, if they darker, they evil, they meaner, they have a bad attitude, you can't reason with them, which you know, which is crazy, and it is set up in a way to separate us, and I mean, it's just a skin color, people, and we all flesh and blood. We breathe the same. We eat. We sit down and use the bathroom. This color thing, you know, is crazy. You know, we just born different. We look a little different. The only thing is skin color. When you turn the lights off and get your groove on, everything is black. So what's the difference? You know, it is what it is. I mean, you doing your business. So I mean, it's just crazy. You know, I think it's a beautiful thing that everybody's in. And if everybody was the same color, it'd be a boring world. I mean, that's the reason why it's different color people. So, you know, like Cameo, when they made that song just like candy. But it ain't beautiful. You got a different type of candy you can choose from. Vanilla, chocolate, caramel, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's beautiful. Who want to be on a planet with everybody the same damn color? It'd be boring. You know, we all in different colors. It's a beautiful world. People need to stop being crazy and stupid, get over this color shit, and let us live together as God intended us to do. Just live together and be happy. I'm not going to judge you because you darker, you lighter, you purple. Look, as long as you got a great personality and we respect each other, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. What do you say, Mr. B?
For me, I gotta agree with you, Dwight. You know what I'm saying? Except for that groove thing. You know, I'm gonna hit on that. You know, because it's you know, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna hit on it now. Since we're talking about it. So when we talk about black people, you're right. We are absolutely gorgeous. We like a box of chocolates, and we got vanilla chocolate. We got this chocolate, that chocolate. But when we talk about that groove, we talk about that groove thing you were talking about. They just, man, I got to discriminate because with certain complexions of women, from my understanding, my experience,
right?
You know, they do that one thing a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? So the darker it get, you know, kind of like the more intense. You know, sometimes a little lighter complected is a little reserved, but at the end of the day, they gonna do their thing anyway. You know what I mean? So no, all jokes aside, I love our people. I love our women. You know, I just want us to learn how to love us.
Exactly.
You know, love yourself, regardless of what you're
What about you, Dominique? What you have to say about that video?
Boosie said that he. Boosie said that he. Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
King B.
Boosie said that he don't like I mean he wouldn't do it. It don't really bother him, but it will. I mean, me personally, it will bother me. Like if my kid, like because it did, you know, I had to experience with my son, so it do kind of hurt your feelings because you don't want your kid to feel like that they don't belong or they don't, you know, are not good enough because they're not dark enough or whatever. But it's like I told my son, you keep getting meddled and you keep getting bullied for being light skinned. That kid bleed just like you bleed.
That's right.
You're not finna just bully my baby. You gotta clap
I agree with you, and hopefully one day, like the man said, hopefully one day we can come to that fact that, you know, we won't see him be judging people on the color of their skin, you know, saying one color is better, you know, especially in our community, you know, black people used to have that real bad and everything. And hopefully we will get to that point where it just don't matter what color you are. We just won't see colors. So I hope it does get to that point and everything one day. So with that being said, Mr. B, I'm going to go ahead and let you give the nutrition of the day and encourage somebody before we clock up out of here.
Okay, it'd be my pleasure. So, based on the topic today, and based on where we at in society, Black History Month, and the importance of love, Now would be the time to embrace your blackness, whatever shade it is. Whether you light, bright, damn near white, whether you chocolate, it don't make no difference. The main thing that we have to come to realize is that we all one people coming from the look, Adam and Eve, Eve was a black woman.
That's right.
So your mama was black. Eve was black. So embrace your color. Embrace it. Just learn to love yourself and somebody else.
Yeah. All right.
Man.